Hello and welcome back to Gems Talk. My name is Victoria Larsen, COO of Diva Talents Production and Event. Today I'm here with Vidya, founder of VMC Consulting Services. We're going to talk about her journey, her insights on scaling businesses of all sizes, and how to make the most out of BNI. Welcome.
Hi, Victoria. Thank you so much for having me over. Looking forward to our conversation today.
I'm so glad to have you here today, and I just wanted to first start off by asking you, how did VMC Consulting come to life, and what inspired you to start your own firm?
I've been here in UAE for almost 2 decades, worked across a lot of corporates, and reached a point where I said, I need to do something on my own. I want to work for myself and not for an employer. Plus, I gained a lot of experience working for so many different industries and brands. And I think that is what I think I bring to the table when I started VMC. So it was me and my partner. We were just sitting and having a chat, and we were brainstorming a lot of things. We said procurement as a function in this region is still seen as very paper-driven, transactional function. People don't value what we bring to the table. And I thought this was a very interesting place to be in, where we can come in and help companies understand the value of procurement. I think that's where we said there is a big gap. Let's go in and fill that gap for companies and see what we can do from there. On day one, we started by saying, end-to-end procurement, we do everything. And when we started speaking to businesses, they were like, what does that mean? So we started to refine what we offer. And I think today we're in a very good space in the last 2 years, where we offer very niche services, which you will not find with a lot of companies out there.
So for our viewers watching, what sort of services do you provide that differs you from other consulting firms?
So we say that we bring procurement DNA to the table, right? Where we are a procurement and supply chain consulting firm. But for us, it's not just about consulting. It's not just about giving you an advice. We really take the time in understanding your business, where you're wanting to take it, what are your pain points. We do roll up our sleeves and say, we're not just giving you advice, we're going to walk the talk as well. From a service perspective, we do everything that you can think of in procurement, whether it's sourcing, finding new suppliers, making sure your RFPs are watertight, understanding what the business needs. Stakeholder management is a very critical area. So we do offer all of these services within procurement, as well as when it comes to supply chain, we do warehouse optimization, we look at inventory management. We help you understand what are the gaps and how do you fill them without giving you a single solution which can fit every industry, right? So we say one size doesn't fit all, and that's our differentiation.
That's great. I mean, every client is different, so of course you can't give the same solution to every single client. In your experience, why is it that some companies succeed while others don't when they have the same resources?
I think it's the outlook that a company has. A lot of businesses get very comfortable in the space that they are in. They don't want to look at any change. They don't want to accept any flaws that they might have. So businesses who really keep on top of what they're doing, where they need to be, where the industry is, those are the ones who are very, very successful.
Great. And would you say that's where you would come in terms of helping those companies that are sinking to build up back again?
Yes, we do help a lot of companies understand what is going wrong. I've met with a lot of business owners who turn around and say, we don't need it. We're doing fine. Our revenue is great. When you just look at revenue and forget everything else, then it becomes a problem. Companies who are not open to change, definitely those are not the ones that I can help. Because even if I come and give you a solution and you're not open to listening, I don't think so there's anything that I can do much there. So we work with clients, we help them identify the issues, and we help them bucket the issues in what needs to be fixed on priority. I think that's a roadmap we give our clients, which is a bit different as well. We just don't come and say, oh, everything is wrong, you need to fix everything. We really don't do that.
If you could give business owners a wake-up call about how to improve their business, what advice would you give?
You need to focus on sustainable growth. A lot of companies grow very fast without looking at whether their operations are going along with them in that ride or no. Make sure you don't just focus on bringing more revenue, but you focus on elevating your operations so that they can cope up with the additional volume that comes to them. I think that's very critical, and I've seen a lot of businesses go wrong there. They grow very quickly, but to sustain that growth, they don't focus on all the areas. From my business perspective, what I would say is I always talk with numbers. If you don't know what's going on in your company, if you don't have the visibility, you'll never be able to fix any problems.
The universal language is numbers.
Yes.
And so it's key to understand that. And
Yes.
it's not all about revenue.
Yes.
And I would agree with that as well, because a lot of companies are able to scale really quickly, but keeping up with that is very hard to manage.
And that's absolutely where we come in and we support, right? Because we bring this expertise of so many years. We've seen the companies that we work with grow in different directions. We've learned so much from it. And we want to make sure that we're not just coming and advising. We love to see our clients grow. And we love to be part of that journey. So this is how I put it. I always tell my clients, you have a problem, let us quantify it for you. Then we'll decide whether it's an immediate priority, something that you need to solve today. So I'm really not looking to go after clients for their money, but it's more to help them grow and scale as well.
Of course, because if you can build others up, you end up growing too.
Absolutely.
You could have started any business, so why did you lead with procurement?
A lot of procurement professionals that you would speak to in this region will tell you that, we ended up in procurement by chance. So I did end up in procurement by chance, but I absolutely loved and enjoyed what I did, the value that we were bringing to the business, constantly working with business stakeholders who didn't understand what procurement really was. This is the disconnect that I really want to bring a shift to. I want to make sure procurement understands what they're not doing right, but also business to understand what procurement can do better. So it's a bit of passion that comes in here for the function as well. And that's why I decided that I'm going to stick to what I do. I'm good at it, and I know my experience can really help a lot of fellow professionals as well as business owners.
Yes, I can definitely see you have a lot of passion towards procurement, and also along with your years worth of experience, this is your niche.
Absolutely. So like I said, procurement is at the heart. I think this is where eventually I want to go, where when you go to a university to study, you actually say, I want to make my career in procurement. This is what I want to do. I think we'll get there someday, but we need to continuously work towards it.
As what I can understand with procurement, you can actually work with every single business. It doesn't have to be a specific field.
Absolutely. You've made a very good point, because we are industry agnostic, because procurement fundamentals don't change. How you negotiate doesn't change. What changes it, how you apply it to business, and what impact does it have on your business. So as long as you are able to understand that, you can bring value to any business that you work with. It's just how you apply your mind to it.
True, and every member has something unique to share. And when you focus on that sort of human connection rather than just exchanging cards or trying to make business from everybody, you lose that touch and people don't want to work with you as much. So what you are saying is completely right, and I 100% back that statement. You're a member of BNI and you're on the LT team. What advice would you give to them who have just joined?
I think one advice I would give all the new members is, if you've joined BNI, you've obviously seen some value in it. The kind of people that we have in our chapter, the members, they have a lot of experience and a lot of value, right? So don't come to the room just looking for business. Come to this room, learn. The more you learn, the more you grow, and the more you make benefit out of BNI.
Thank you, Vidya, and thank you for being here on the Gems Talk.
Thank you so much for having me here. I absolutely love speaking to you, and you're yourself doing a great job being a new member in the chapter as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.